Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michaela. I just got back from shopping at Barnes & Noble and I got Magnolia Parks Into the Dark and I'm really excited. I haven't read a single book in that series yet, but I have pretty much like all the books. I'm ready to read it, maybe this month. Not all of them, but let's just hop into all of the books that I have planned for our June TBR. I've said this in a couple of videos, but I am reading Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez on my Kindle right now. I started it because I just wanted something that I could read at night, or if I'm doing something with Felicity, like if she's napping on me, or if I want to read outside. This is really nice because there's no glare and I don't want to put my sunglasses on. I just wanted something easy. We have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez on the Kindle, and hold on, let me see what this is about. It's a workplace romance. I know that at least. I'm like maybe a little over 10% through, but this book description is not in English. Why is it not in English? Hold on. Okay, I know it's set in the same world as Part of Your World, and it's about two emergency room doctors who, after a bevy of wrong first impressions, become each other's safe place at a time in their lives when they're both feeling adrift and alone. It's about Brianna Ortiz and Jacob, and it has a couple trigger warnings. But anyways, I've been enjoying it so far. I got to the part where he has been at the hospital for a little bit and the boss or whatever is retiring, so Brianna thought she was gonna get the job, and he calls her into the office thinking she's gonna get the job, but she does not, because the guy wanted to give Jacob 3 months at the hospital, so it's fair for the nurses and staff to vote who they want as the head of the hospital or their station. I don't really know the terms for it, but that happened, and then she was rushing to see her brother in the hospital, or in a hospital room, and she kind of bumps into Jacob and he drops his phone and cracks it, and then so he follows her into her brother's room and was like, "You bumped into me." And she was like, so they kind of had that little awkward encounter, and then a little while later she is in a closet and he comes into it to find her crying, and that was where had stopped another awkward encounter. It's been good so far. The next book I started was Nightbane. I am on page 46. I was reading Yours Truly and editing a lot, so I haven't updated it. Anyways, it is the second book in the Lightlark series. I don't really know what the official series is called, but it's the second one in that, and she just released Sky Shade, which is releasing in November, I believe. I'm liking it so far. If you don't know anything about that series, it's about this land that has different sections to it, and each land has a ruler appointed to that land. So there's sunlings, moonlings, skylings, wildings, and nightshades, and then the king. Each land has a different curse. There was a curse that was set upon the people, and each people's curse is different. So the moonlings is correlated with the water. So every full moon, if they are outside, the water will come up onto the land and take whoever's close to the water back into the ocean and drown them. Starlings can't live past 25. Skylings can no longer fly. Wildings have to eat human hearts. And then I forget what Nightshades was. And then the king. Basically, that first book follows Isla trying to break that curse. Now, Magnolia Parks. I'm really excited to get into this. It intrigues me so much about these rich people living their lives in London, and I don't really know how old they are. I don't really know, but it's basically a toxic relationship. It says right on the back, Magnolia and BJ are written in the stars, just suspended in a strange kind of love that looks like hurting each other a lot of the time. She dates other people to keep him at bay. He sleeps with other girls to get back at her for it. But at the end of their every sad endeavor to get over one another, it's still each each other they'll crawl back to. Finally, after years of this, their dysfunction is catching up with them, pulling at their seams and fraying the world they've built, but they're not ready to let go, not yet at least. Magnolia and BJ are forced to face the formidable question they've been avoiding all their lives. How many loves do you really get in a lifetime? So I guess it's really about them being toxic to each other and then deciding if they want to choose to love each other. And I do like these covers. I don't see anything wrong with them. I mean, they're different from the original covers, but I still think that these are really cute. And I like all the spines together. Okay. I read the Grishaverse and now I need to complete it. I started watching the show, and in the show they go from the Grishaverse and this. It's like mixed back and forth, and you get different POVs from both of the series. Well, it's really one series, but this is different and happening at the same time. So I kind of know where this starts, and I think it's interesting. So we need to continue and finish the Grishaverse series. So I have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom to complete. Crooked Kingdom seems pretty big. I don't want to read the back of the second one. So, Ketterdam, a bustling hub of international trade where anything can be had for the right price, and no one knows that better than criminal prodigy Kaz Brecker. Kaz is offered a chance at a deadly heist that can make him rich beyond his wildest dreams, but he can't pull it off alone. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with privileged past, a spy known as the Wraith, a heartrender using her magic to survive the slums, and a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. Kaz's crew are the only ones who might stand between the world and destruction, if they don't kill each other first. So, even in the show, it showed the rivalry between these characters, so I'm really curious to see how it goes. And I guess the heist will take 2 books? I don't know. But we have these 2. And then the last book I'm going to put on my TBR, Once Upon a Broken Heart, because I finished Caraval and I have been thinking about it and really missing that world. So what better way to get back into that world than to read Once Upon a Broken Heart? I know this follows Jax. How far would you go for a happily ever after? For as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox has believed in true love and happy endings, until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. Desperate to stop the wedding and to heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with a charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses to be given at the time and place of his choosing. But after Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game, and that the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after, or the most exquisite tragedy. I don't know what I'm more excited to get into. I'm starting a series with this, finishing a series with these, starting a series with this one, and continuing a series with this, and reading an interconnected standalone. These are all the books on my TBR for this month, and I feel like I'm already starting off strong with starting 2 books. If I keep it up and stay on top of things, I should be able to accomplish all of these. So I need to get to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, give it a like, comment anything you want, and make sure to follow and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next one.